Okay, so it finished Newcastle 0, Manchester City 2 in the Premier League this afternoon. In the end, sounds like an easy result for Man City, but Newcastle played well in this game, and for most of the game until the last couple of minutes when Man City got the second, it was definitely a 50-50 even Steven game. But the main talking point of the game was a disallowed goal for Newcastle in the first half. First of all, Tiote struck a beautiful shot, about 25 yards, straight into the top corner from an angle. 3 players of the Newcastle team were standing in offside position, but miles offside, but the ref gave it. Everyone was going back to the centre circle, and suddenly the ref had a look at the linesman who had his offside flag up. Now, everybody knows that 3 players were offside. 2 of the players were miles away from the ball. The third player, the ball missed by about maybe half a metre, but he was outside the ball. He wasn't interfering with play. He wasn't interfering with the goalie's sight. So in a way, whether he was half a metre away or 5 metres away didn't really matter, because he didn't affect the goal in any way. So in my book, the goal should have been given, and the ref rightly at the start gave the goal. The guys were so far offside, he must have known that they were offside anyway, and he probably thought, well, I've seen plenty of goals like this, of course it's a goal. None of them interfering with play, it's a goal. So he goes to the linesman obviously says, there were 3 guys offside, so I thought the ref would say, wave it away and say, yeah, but it's a goal. No, he disallows the goal, which for me is a little bit of a muddle, because I would have thought he's seen they're offside to start with, and then he's changed his decision. He should have been man enough to let the goal stand, which it should have done, because now we're in a tricky position. So any goal that goes in the Premier League from now on, and the player's in an offside position from a long shot, then the ref has to give him offside. Because it doesn't matter if he's a metre away from the ball or he's 10 metres away from the ball. Because this guy, although he was very close to the ball, you know, he wasn't really interfering with it, because he didn't affect anybody's sight of the goal, and the goalie mainly. So this goal should have stood. Big moment in this game, because Newcastle played well, and I think they should have got something out of this game.